I didn't know how bad it was when I was stuck as an ambitious, insanely driven woman for basically hardwired for success. I was giving all of my power away, and I didn't understand why I wasn't able to create with ease and grace. I wasn't also able to create the life that I truly wanted. And the more I pushed forward, the more this happened. And I'm going to explain why you are struggling so much as an insanely driven woman with stuckness. Okay, so here it boils down to this. There are two ways to create. One way is the way that you were taught in education, you were taught by your parents to push, to accelerate in order to achieve success. This way, this approach to life is actually life draining. It is actually a death spiral. Because what happens when you are living in this um, energy is you give all your vital life force energy away to a career, to a family, to a life that isn't giving back to you. Now, the only caveat is financially, it is giving back to you, right? It's giving you the life that you have. But when that life that you have isn't fulfilling you, it's time to shift into the other life. And this is where I come in because I have found the keys to success on how to be successful in the material world and to have the life that is, most people dream of, right? Monetarily. But then I have also the life that so many successful women are dreaming of. I have the grace and the flow and the time to give to myself, and I have a balance between work life, home life, pleasure, relationships, and I'm very fulfilled from the inside out. And I can tell you that I didn't do anything other than stop doing the things that exhausted me and start getting into the stream of my own flow. And I did that by starting to do more and more and more of the things that I loved every single day. All right. And it can be as basic as that is stop giving your power and your energy away to the things that you don't want to do. Start prioritizing the things in your life that really truly matter most to you and the things that you know are going to fulfill you. And if you really don't know how to stop doing the things like giving your power away to worry, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders as a successful woman. Maybe you run your own business and you can't get out of that business, um, worrying and constantly thinking, or you're just stuck in the spin of overwhelm because you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, because you are stuck in a spiral that is not life-giving. All right. And if you don't know how to shift, meaning stop giving your energy and your power away to that self, that life stealing energy, giving yourself away, to shift into a life where an approach to life where you're doing the things that you want, you are being the woman you want to be, you are living that happy, joyful, playful, innocent, pure life that is going to be life giving. All right. Now, a couple different things here. If you are really, truly done living in a place where you are giving your time, energy, and your life away to a career or to success, and success has truly come at a sacrifice to your own inner fulfillment and your inner happiness, then book a coaching call with me. But this is really only if you are like, I'm done and I want to know, how do I make the rest of my life happen? Then I'm here for you. The other thing that I want to share with you is this. The longer you spend in that downward spiral, and it is a downward spiral, and I want to share with you what that downward spiral is ultimately going to create. It's going to create an intensity inside of you that is going to either collapse you and render you like, okay, I can't really go any further, and it's going to exhaust you because that is enslavement, or and at the same time, it's going to say to you, oh my gosh, there's another way to do it, right? There's another whole way. And there are people like you, and I was once there. I was giving all of my energy away to three main things. Number one, my career. Number two, overthinking, over worrying, and repeating the same thoughts over and over and over again, like a deep groove. And I couldn't get myself out of that, no matter how hard I tried. And number three, I was treating myself, and I had horrible things that I said to myself in my head because I was so stuck in a rut, giving my power away, feeling disempowered, even though I knew how extraordinarily powerful I was. I had achieved success, I had achieved my dreams, and it all stopped once I realized that there was another way. And I'm just going to give you a little window into what that other way is, okay? So that other way is this. You do it connected to your heart and your soul. You do it from a place of fulfillment, not from an egoic sense, but from a deep inner fulfillment that you are being kind to yourself. You are listening to yourself. You are taking a breath, connecting to who you are, that you're safe, that your emotions matter. As a woman, this is key. And this was key for me because this spiral comes from working in and living in a toxic, masculine enslavement energy where you must produce, you must hold an image, you must endure, you must push, and you must sacrifice your soul for success. I broke out of it by the sheer desire to no longer repeat that and no longer give my energy away to that. And the first awareness that came through was that, yes, in fact, there was another way. And I had it already inside of me, just like you do. How do you know when you are ready, probably overly ready to make that shift? Your heart doesn't stop crying out for the pieces of you that have been left out of your life. So you're not actually seeking the things that you think you're seeking. And I want to explain this to you. It's not about having the things that you want, it's about you having you again. It's not about the new relationship or the new career or having this. It's about you coming home to you and you being connected to you. And when you're connected to you, in a place that is life-giving, right? When you know how to give to you in a sustainable, long, everlasting joy and happiness and peace and fun, and cultivate that relationship with yourself, the byproduct of all of that is your life can't help but elevate. Your dreams can't help but manifest. Because I will share this. There is a very low frequency and vibration that happens when you are living in a reality where it's a masculine driven, you have to put your pressure, and we're not designed for that as women. We're designed to create from essence. We're designed to create from inner magic. We're designed to create from a flow state. And the more we do that, the more the universe effortlessly brings us and aligns us into a state where we're we're more happy just because happiness is a birthright. We have more joy in our life just because joy exists not from external things, but from an internal state of being. We're more at peace, not because our life is picture perfect, because we can be peaceful no matter what is going on in the world. This is the extraordinary gift that I have been able to tap into and shift my own life and shift hundreds of women who have been stuck in this cycle of giving their power away, of being highly successful, highly motivated, but coming to a place in their life where, like, no matter how hard I push or force, or no matter how much willpower I put into my life, I don't feel happiness or joy. And I want you to know that you can have everlasting joy and love and fulfillment that comes from the inside. And not only can you have that, you are designed as a woman to have that, and you already have it inside of you. And this is like, when I heard that, it was like, I instantly wanted to know, okay, what do I do next, right? If I know that I have it and someone is verifying to me what I already knew, that there was another way to live, and that is where you're living in your essence. That is where you're like manifesting. That is where you're in like the flow and things are happening seamlessly. I was like, sign me up. What do I do? And so if this is you, right, and you're here and you're watching this video and you're captivated by it and you're like, oh my God, this is music to my ears, the next thing for you to do is book a complimentary coaching call. Look, I am very selective with when I open my energy field up to really deeply serve in this space. And I don't do this very often. I have been really feeling and seeing people, women in my dreams. It's almost like I've been living next to you. And in my dreams, I'm seeing these lifestyles where women have completely forgotten how to give to themselves, how to live from the inside out, how to tap into that everlasting joy, love, peace, and happiness. And the longer you go without knowing how to do it, but knowing you are meant to do it, the more you give your power and energy away. So, look, for a short time, probably just for the rest of this week, I'm going to be offering these super juicy exclusive opportunities. These are free, but please understand that they're for motivated women who have really already taken life by the hands and and created everything that they, desire to create, and they want more in their life, but not from a place of push and force, and they want it from a place of living in their essence, being in that divine state of everlasting joy, happiness, peace, and they just don't know how to do it. And so on this call, what we're going to do is we're going to look at what's going on in your life and what are the things you absolutely have to stop doing now. That's very important. What do you get to release? The next thing we're going to talk about are what are some things that you can gradually shift. This is not all about radical balls to the walls change. It is about allowing yourself to be in the graceful flow of your essence, and your essence is not about force or push. It's about relaxation, it's about reclamation, it is about reconnecting to your feminine power, which is only accessed from within you. And the next piece that we're going to talk about is some action steps that you can take today to move forward with starting to create this shift in your life. Now, here's what I guarantee. When you show up for this call, you are going to hear information that nobody else has ever told you. This will absolutely be one of the most critical and powerful moves that you can make in your life. So don't bypass this opportunity. Number two, you're going to walk away feeling more confident and capable than you ever have in your entire life with some concrete shifts, knowledge, and information that you can implement immediately. And number three, if you so choose to continue to work in this space with me, you might get an opportunity to be within my one of my communities, whether that's one-on-one coaching or I have an exclusive group community right now that I'm running for women. Um, but we won't know that until you actually stop right now, sign up for this coaching call, because I'll tell you, honestly, I'm not going to offer these opportunities very often. Like I said, I am very selective with when I open up my energy field to my greater community. I am a woman who really prioritizes my self-care, giving to myself first, and really creating an extraordinary balance in my life that allows me to stay in to stay in my essence, to stay in balance, to stay in grace. And this is going to be a very limited opportunity. So if you're watching this and if you know that this is your time, click that book a call link, and I will be there on the other end with tremendous support, tremendous love, because I've been there. I have been there, and I am not perfect, and sometimes I go back into that spiral where I'm giving my energy away. I'm forgetting about myself. I am working way too hard. And the cost of that generally is that I need days to recover. I need a lot of time and a lot of space, and that there is an approach that I take to life that allows me to get back into my power. This is not about ego power, it's about your feminine power, and to create extraordinary things just because you're in your power, you're connected to you. So I want to make a difference in your life. And I can't wait to see who shows up for this call. Thank you so much for being here and being part of my community. And I love you so much.